Are you ready?
Hi guys, and welcome to the review of my HPA MP9. First I'll be going over some of the features of the gun and the external parts, and after that I'll be doing a shooting test, both a chrono test and an accuracy test, and I'll be testing how many shots it can run through the whole mag. Hope you like the video. Here you can see me using the high pressure air system that I have been using lately for the MP9, and I have found out that it is actually working pretty well. There is no cooldown effect to it at all, so that can only be a bonus, and it's running really reliable. The only downside is that I have to run around with the air tank on my back, but with that good of a consistency and the known cooldown thing, it's worth it. From the back, the gun has a foldable stock, which is a one position stock, and it's really solid. Moving a bit further, it has a full rail system on the top for mounting optics, and on the front handguard you have two rails, one on the right side and one on the bottom for mounting various accessories. Here you can see from the bottom, it has the button that folds the stock. A bit up it has the sling attachment point, and on the top it has the charging handle. I have a custom charging handle made from aluminium since the stock one broke because it was made from plastic. In the middle area of the gun you'll be able to see the bolt release, the fire selector switch, the mag release, the trigger, and the trigger guard. The trigger guard is really small, so it's not an Arctic warfare gun, because you won't be able to fit a large glove in the trigger guard. Even though the gun doesn't have a lot of traits, the writings on the bolt look very authentic. On the front of the gun I have the threaded barrel conversion for the gun. Here you'll be able to see the sights. They're really plain simple, but these don't look like when you get the gun from new. I broke off some of the rear of the sight to make it bigger, because it's a CQB gun and you don't need to have those smaller rifle sights on your gun. The mags for this gun are really nice. They're constructed of metal, and like any other KLBA magazine, when you pull the loading tab down to the bottom, it will lock in place, making it easier to reload the mag. On the sides there are some numbers engraved on the real deal, showing the officer or whoever is using it how many rounds are left in the mag. The magazines can hold a lot of gas. Disassembling this gun is sadly a bit hard. First you'll have to take out a screw with a small flat-headed screwdriver in the front, and then you have to push a pin on the back and the upper receiver will come off. After that you'll be able to do some more accurate cleaning, and if you need to go deeper into the gun, it is pretty simple. But normally I just need to clean the gun and lube it up with silicone oil, so that's pretty simple. When I was chronoing this gun, it shot a lot harder than I was expecting. But I did some research, and it is possible to downgrade it with a low-powered CQB bolt. At this moment, I only had some 0.25 gram BBs, and it still shot really hard. So I could imagine that you're not allowed to use this on a CQB field with the standard feet per second. But that's also the reason why I use the high pressure air system, so I can just downgrade the air pressure for the tank, so it won't release as much air, making it shoot a bit slower. When I went outside to shoot the gun for the accuracy test, it was a lot colder than what I had expected. There was snow laying on the ground, as you'll be able to see, and after a bit of time shooting at around the last target I was shooting at the longest distance, the gun really had some troubles with trouble feeding and stuff like that. But even though the gun started malfunctioning around the last target, I was still able to hit the target. Then at last, I wanted to see how many shots I could get through with just one gas fill, and I was actually able to shoot through 160 rounds before. It didn't even run out of gas, it just got so cold that it was just spraying gas everywhere, so I took out the mag, and as you'll be able to see, there's still a lot of gas left in the mag, so really incredible. So what are my final thoughts about this gun? I would say that I'm really impressed about the gun, especially on the gas efficiency, and it is shooting really well. You'll be able to do some upgrades if you're going to use this for CQB, but it's shooting that hard that you actually are able to use it in woodland as well. So I think all in all it's a really good gun and it's worth buying. I got this second hand, but the guy I bought this from bought it off of Airsoft GI, so you'll be able to get it from a lot of different airsoft sites. Hope you liked the video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. See ya, guys.